We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Snap comes at one, and it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Brady to throw. That's to the Hall of Famer, Lynn Swann. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people.
And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Broski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you get.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Snap comes at 1. Complete to Newsom. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Off the play fake. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On second down, it's Thomas, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play action. Now Jackson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A first down throw for Bradford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf, 66 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Bradford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On first down, Thomas gets through and now an opening. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first and 10, it's Jackson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Rolling to his right. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Play action, Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what a catch by Gronkowski. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Vic readies to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
They'll roll him out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Thomas gets around him. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Vick back around his own goal line. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Vick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Vick to throw on fourth down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. It's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now Thomas. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Charles Haley in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson. You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Charles Haley, his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
After the sack on first down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. We're scoreless after one. On first down, it's Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Charles Haley, the Hall of Famer, made the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Here's DiNucci to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. DiNucci. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is DiNucci. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 22 yards, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now DiNucci. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. To throw is DiNucci. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Play action. It's DiNucci. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Ozzie Newsome.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action with DiNucci. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Steps away to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Thomas. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DK Metcalf. 33 yards. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he will not be able to get rid of the football. He's sacked. And let the second guessing begin as this remains a tie game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys on one play have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. On first down, it's Thomas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, it's Thomas. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They'll run on first down. Thomas. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Throwing, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's DiNucci now off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a first down. Jackson to throw. Steps away. And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that